Welcome to New Possibilities. I speak truth to power without fear. So during the presidential debates, Donald Trump, when asked to renounce white supremacists, he told Proud Boys to stand back and to stand by. And after he made that statement, Proud Boys were really excited all over social media, and they actually used that slogan on their merchandise and on their social media as some kind of rallying cry to stand with Donald Trump. So as you all know, Donald Trump lost the election. He lost the popular vote. He lost in terms of the electoral college votes. And yesterday, the electoral college elected Joe Biden as president of the United States of America. But you still had these butthurt, delusional, ridiculous Donald Trump supporters out here thinking that there's some kind of conspiracy, even though you've had all these lawsuits brought by Donald Trump that have failed, all these frivolous lawsuits around the country that have completely failed. Even though you have actually Republican uh, officials in charge of elections and other elected officials saying that there is no evidence of any kind of fraud. Despite all of that, you have idiots like these Proud Boys out here demonstrating, actually believing that there's some kind of conspiracy. And the thing is, Donald Trump was trying to disenfranchise black people with a lot of those lawsuits, basically accusing black voters of engaging in fraud. So you had this group, the Proud Boys, hyped up and animated by Donald Trump's words of encouragement, encouraging these people to engage in this kind of activity. And this is what you see as a result of that rhetoric. So on Saturday in Washington, D.C., the Proud Boys had a demonstration in support of Donald Trump. During this so-called demonstration, 4 people were stabbed. Also, these Proud Boys ripped down Black Lives Matter signs from historically black churches and set some of them on fire and tore other ones to pieces. And one pastor said that the torching of those Black Lives Matter signs reminded him of those crosses that the KKK would actually light on fire. So I want to talk about this whole situation. I mean, number one, this group, Proud Boys, is a white supremacist organization. I mean, regardless of what people think about the organization Black Lives Matter, all black people should be in a point of agreement that Black Lives Matter. All of us should be on the same page when it comes to police brutality, when it comes to situations where unarmed black people are killed at the hands of cops and there is no justice for them. There are no charges against those officers most of the time. And when there are charges against officers, these officers get away with murdering our people. And you have an organization, you have activists saying that Black Lives Matter, but here you have this group, this Proud Boys organization, this hate group, this terrorist group, actually ripping down signs from black churches. You know, the black church is one of the most important sacred institutions in the black community. And then you have a slogan simply saying that Black Lives Matter, simply saying that our lives mean something, that we are not to be discarded, that our lives has value just as much as anybody else's life. But you have these people lighting those signs on fire. And that tells you everything that you need to know about those groups. It tells you everything you need to know about the Proud Boys. Burning a sign that says Black Lives Matter. That tells you that they don't give a damn about black lives. They don't give a damn about police brutality. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if these people weren't defending cops that brutalize black people. And for all these black conservatives out here, these black conservatives that are out here defending Donald Trump, that are supporting Donald Trump, you share company. You will share the same tent with white supremacists such as the Proud Boys. You share the same tent with these neo-Nazis, with the alt-right. You share the same company with these people. You are supporting the man that these people support. So you have these people engaging in violence at a time when you had this Trump administration that has cut back funding for investigating white supremacist groups, which are the biggest threat to national security when it comes to domestic terrorist groups in this country. But yet Trump cut back the funding to investigate those types of groups. Those groups are not a priority under this Trump administration. But yet and still, you know, not only are those groups not a priority in terms of investigating, those groups are egged on, those groups are supported, those groups are patronized, those groups are propped up by Donald Trump. But yet and still, you got these delusional so-called pro-black people that want to pretend like Joe Biden and Donald Trump are morally equivalent, which is complete nonsense. And these same people, some of these people, are actually buying into ridiculous conspiracy theories suggesting that black people engaged in voter fraud. Some of these people are basically outright advocating suppression of black voters. And in fact, one of these people had this Don't Vote campaign going on, encouraging black people not to vote. Thank goodness black people didn't listen to these fools, and they came out in droves and came out in big numbers and voted for Joe Biden for president. So you have that. And then you have this conspiracy wacko, Alex Jones, actually telling people that Joe Biden is not the, you know, that he's not going to acknowledge Joe Biden, telling people that Joe Biden is a globalist, telling people that they're going to, you know, Joe Biden is going to be removed one way or the other, engaging in threats, you know, threats against somebody that's going to be president next month, threats against the president-elect. And we know that there are people out here that listen to Alex Jones. We know that this conspiracy wacko has thousands upon thousands of people that actually listen to him. We know that people like Dylan Roof, you know, white terrorists like Dylan Roof are inspired by this kind of language. People like Timothy McVeigh, you know, the man that blew up a federal building, inspired by white supremacists. So who's to say who's going to be inspired by the words of Alex Jones? Enough is enough. You know why this brother, Grandmaster Jay, is facing charges? Where are the charges for these Proud Boys? Where's the investigation for these Proud Boys? And believe me, this is the beginning. I mean, before this election actually happened, you had these Proud Boys getting on social media, talking about, basically threatening people, talking about there would be war and all this and that. And it seems like they're keeping their word. It seems like this is just the beginning. And it's like this should be a sign for black people. It's time for us to defend ourselves. It's time for us to stand up for ourselves. It's time for us to quit being passive and sitting by and letting these people disrespect us and attack us and destroy our community. We have to stand up. And, you know, that's why I support brothers and sisters who are about self-defense. There's nothing crazy about defending yourself. There's nothing radical about defending yourself. There's nothing, quote unquote, militant about defending yourself. That is only common sense. That is logical. That is natural. And that's what we need to be doing, preparing ourselves and defending ourselves. So with that, I'm going to say peace and blessings. I encourage you to like this video, to share this video, to hit that notification bell so that you'll know when I post new content on here. I will be doing live streams once a week. Beginning soon, I'll make an announcement about that. I'll probably put up a posting. It'll probably be on Saturdays or Sundays, so you all look out for that. That's why it's important for you to hit that notification bell so that you'll know when I post this content. And I may do some private videos as well. If you're interested in private videos, just let me know, and you can email me at newpossibilitiesblog@yahoo.com, and you know, I'll provide you details with that. So with that, peace and blessings. Have a great day.